Republic of Ireland legend, Niall Quinn.
1988 to 2002, and you would have been involved in the 1994 as well, but for injury. That's an incredible career when you look back on it now.
It is, but I'd always sort of think about the one I should have played, and I think I was fit for 94, and sometimes I got myself worked up that I didn't play in that one, but I played in all the qualifying games, so I do feel I felt part of it. But my reward for not playing when it was they sent me out there for 4 weeks with Brendan O'Carroll. So I had the best of both worlds. I was training with the team in the morning and going out for a drink with a lunatic in the evening, so it was good fun.
When you talk about 1988, that first tournament that you were involved in, you got in against England, and I think it's Brian Moore on the commentary says, and the beanball striker from Arsenal is on the way. I wondered how it was to come into that Ireland team, which was full of, title winners, cup winners, senior guys, kind of hard men, as a young beanball. How did you to get in there?
Well, and the other sad thing was I had a haircut like yours at the time.
It's holding up pretty well.
No, I'm only joking. It was a funny time,
They like that.
It was a funny time because I was just delighted to have made the squad and just pleased and hoped to God that I'd get a chance. And then all of a sudden, in the biggest game of them all, straight just after half time, just went, big man, on you go. And as Jack said afterwards, when he said to me, if I'd have told you to run around like them rabbits in the ads with the Duracell batteries, I'd have told you to do that. He said, I wanted you to stay and hold, and so he didn't pick me for the rest of the tournament after it. But obviously we were defending, and it was an amazing day. Packy Bonner had the game of his life that day, and I was back for more corner kicks than actually sort of trying to do anything up the other end. But I did have a chance with a header. Ray Houghton gave me a chance, and Tony Adams just got there in front of me. So God knows where I'd have ended up if I'd have scored a goal against England in them days, because I had ideas about myself, When
did you begin to feel as though you were someone with a bit of authority in that team?
I think the night I scored against Holland in 1990, the team went off out. I was shattered. It was one of the toughest games of my life, and David O'Leary and I went for a bite to eat in a little restaurant, which was most unlike me. I was always first out, charging the van, and we went to this restaurant, and it was at a time we'd played Romania, as you remember, and it was still behind the Iron Curtain, so the wall hadn't fallen, and their captain was allowed out of their hotel. He was the only one out of the team that was allowed out with some guards where he could have a bite to eat with his wife, and we went over and joined him, and it was the most amazing experience, and I felt on top of the world that night. I really felt as if I'd come of age that night, and here was this guy who played 100 times for Romania, allowed out to have one meal, and I'm looking at my watch wondering where the lads are, and could I get off down the town quick and get rid of Dave as well as the Romanian fella, But so I started to get my confidence then,
Are you confident, Niall, that we can get out of our group in 2012?
I love what I'm reading in terms of what the players are saying and what I'm seeing in their interviews. The ones we don't know so much about it publicly, and they're talking about what it means to them. What that means is that squad and that spirit that we had in '88 and '90, that's developing, and it's more than developed. It's there. They're not as vocal as we were, perhaps. So I'm confident that we can go and get into the next stage.
Lads, can you put your hands together, and ladies, for Niall Quinn? Thank you.